Welcome to Brian's Awareness. I am your host, Brian, and on this show we're going to talk about gun violence. Gun violence is a form of violence where guns are involved, and it is a problem in America's society today. A lot of people keep guns in their homes to protect themselves from burglars as a self-defense method, and also law enforcement officers keep guns on hand for their line of defense as done by law. And there are people out there that go to pawn shops and go to sporting goods shops and they get guns, and sometimes it'll end up falling into the wrong hands. And this is how gun violence is a problem. A lot of violent street gangs use guns and are also often getting arrested and sent to prison for these kind of crimes. Over the last at least 30 years, we've had a lot of school shootings, such as the Columbine High School shootings and then the Virginia Tech shootings, and also the most recent one, the shootings at Sandy Hook Elementary. How do we keep guns from falling into the wrong hands? Now, here's one thing. People cannot be convicted felons because it is against the law for a convicted felon to have a gun, because they can get sent directly to prison for possession of a firearm by a felon. People cannot be convicted felons because a felon, is just in possession of a firearm. They can get sent to prison. And pawn shops and sporting goods stores that sell guns, they can do background checks. And that person who wants to buy a gun must pass a background check, or else they get sent to prison for illegal possession of a firearm. People with mental health disorders, they should not be able to have guns or any kinds of firearms because people with mental health problems, it'll make their problem worse, it'll worsen their problems, and they can get sent to prisons or mental hospitals, because people with mental health problems such as schizophrenia and bipolar, think, the thoughts of wanting to hurt people, and it makes their problem worse. And law enforcement officers every year around Christmas time, they sponsor Guns for Gifts programs where they can exchange for their firearm for a gift. And these kinds of programs, once again, are done at Christmas time. Well, that's all for the show. Like or subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much. See you next show.